Now,
Good evening, friends. Welcome to this session on post-GATE counseling for computer science graduates. There are plenty of opportunities in various institutes, IISc, IITs, NITs, and a host of other centrally funded institutes, including the IIITs and a number of other universities. Before we get into the nitty-gritties, we'll take a look at what has been the performance of the toppers this year. See, if we take a look at the top score, if we take a look at the score of the first ranker, you will notice that this year the first ranker got 93.67 marks in comparison with the first ranker of previous year who got just 81 marks. Sir, would you like to comment about this aspect?
yes, actually this year paper was comparatively easy, so that is the reason toppers marks has gone up to 93.67. So that is really unexpected. So because of this, lot of changes happened. So paper was literally easy compared to last year. Last year topper is just 81 marks. Okay, this year topper is 93. So it means almost 13 marks difference is there. Okay, that is very huge number.
Yes.
Yes.
And it reflects even in terms of the cutoff score. Like cutoff score this year has been 32.5, whereas last year it was just 25, which is the least that is possible to be had as far as the minimum cutoff score for general category is concerned.
Yes.
Cutoff for OBC is 10% lesser, which is 29.2, and for SC ST it is 1/3 less. That means 33% less than the cutoff for general category, which is 21.6. Right now, once we take a look at this, last year if you notice the cutoff corresponding cutoffs were 25 marks for general category, 22.5 for OBC category and EWS category, and 16.6 marks for SC ST and PWD categories. Right, this is a direct reflection of the degree of difficulty of the paper, and this will also likely to affect the cutoff marks, or rather cutoff score for the admissions also. We have the data which we are going to be discussing in a while, which relates to the cutoff scores and cutoff marks in some cases for the various IITs, IISc and NITs and a number of other institutes. Okay. Another very interesting piece of information that you are seeing on the screen right now is how have the marks moved down. See, if we take a look at the first ranker had a score of 1000 and 93.67 marks, whereas the 10th ranker, the score reduced by 44, but the marks reduced to 86.33. Gate rank 107, which is, let's say, the close to 100, had a gate score of 818 with marks of 74. 500 ranker had 690 score and 62.67 as the marks. And likewise, if you take a look at 1973, the gate score was 551 and gate marks were 50.33. This is something which will directly reflect in terms of the cutoffs which are going to be there for this year. Before moving forward, I would like to show you how have our students performed. The first ranker, that is Jaideep, he was a test series student of Made Easy. The second ranker, Manik, he was a classroom student. Then the third rank, the fourth ranker, the fifth ranker and the 10th ranker. Again, the fourth ranker was a classroom course student, an online course student plus test series. And the fifth and the 16th ranker both had opted for test series. This is something which is a very common factor with practically all the top performers, not just in CS. As a matter of fact, in all the streams that we have noticed that almost everybody had opted for the Made Easy test series. The reason, they found the test series to be almost similar at par with the actual gate papers that they faced. Here is a look at the toppers of the various other streams. Here what you need to see is whether it is the topper of civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical, instrumentation, ES, In fact, there are 2 toppers of ES stream and then PI. For all these, the first ranker has been a classroom student, either a physical classroom student or an online course student. As a matter of fact, the topper of civil engineering we had, Subhan, he had even taken a session for our students who are currently preparing for their conventional and other courses. He had joined an online course. He had joined a classroom program, but due to onset of COVID, it had to be converted to online. So he requested that, no, I would like to join the online course. I would like to drop the online course and convert it to a classroom course. He waited for a year, went through the classroom program, and ultimately he emerged the topper for GATE, right? Once the GATE score has been announced, the next question before you is, what are the options after GATE, right? And naturally, the first thing that comes to your mind is PSU and government jobs. Yes, for GATE code CS, there are a number of PSUs who are recruiting shortlisting based on GATE score. Of course, I won't say recruiting directly, but I will say shortlisting based on GATE score. We will take a look at the PSUs who are going through that. Then the opportunities for research jobs, research oriented jobs, that can be in CSIR labs, that can be in DRDO. DRDO, for example, this year, they have done the shortlisting based on your GATE score, but then they have subsequently conducted another paper which is a conventional paper, and then a combined balancing, or rather combination of your academics, your GATE score and the written exam score followed by the interview will finally decide the set of candidates who are going to be given the offer by DRDO. Computer science, for computer science students, the interviews are already over, and presently the interviews for EC and mechanical engineering students are in progress. Opportunities for higher studies, which means you can pursue M.TECH, MS, dual degree, or MS by research or M.TECH by research. These options are available to you for pursuing in various Indian institutes, IISc, IITs, other institutes, IIITs, etc. You can go for research courses. Now here we are talking about admission to PhD courses, which can be either at IITs or through CSIR fellowships. And then there are a few foreign universities like NTU Singapore, like university in Munich, and there is one more university in Netherlands who are accepting the GATE score as a prerequisite for considering your candidature for admission to master's courses and or further PhD courses. And finally, management courses also are open to candidates with a valid GATE score. As a matter of fact, there are 2 institutes specifically which I can talk about here. One is NITI Mumbai, where they are conducting a postgraduate diploma in industrial engineering and sustainable management. These are 2 different courses where the GATE score is accepted as a criteria for giving admissions to you. And the second course for which GATE score is valid is the MBA, core MBA program itself in IISc. As a matter of fact, 50% of the seats in IISc MBA program are based on GATE score, and the other 50% is based on CAT score. Right? Now we are looking at the M.TECH courses. Sir, here you can tell them about the priorities and the importance.
Yeah, coming to the IITs and ISC Bangalore, the preference order is given here. Okay, you can go through that. And everybody will have a question again, same thing, IIT Bangalore and IIT Bombay. So which is better, which one is better to choose for, especially for toppers. So I don't say anything about that, both are equally good. Only thing is like a small comment what we hear is from the students. In IIT Bangalore, the coursework is little difficult and it is very serious. In IIT Bombay, okay, little comfortable. Okay, that's it. But okay, both are equally good. Okay, in all aspects, especially with respect to placements. And coming to the order of preference, next first IIT Bangalore I say, and next IIT Bombay and Delhi and Kanpur, and next Madras. So coming to, okay, especially computer science, okay, after IIT Bombay you can go for Delhi, and next after that you can, third one is you can take Madras. okay, instead of Kanpur. But anyway, sometimes what happens is it all depends on your choice. For example, if somebody is like you are interested to stay in northern area, okay, you are from UP or maybe nearby, okay, Delhi north side, you can choose Kanpur also, because placements are equally good. Like something what I want to say is, all the companies, most of the reputed companies, they visited in all the IITs, all the old IITs, definitely they will visit them. Okay, and next you can take IIT Kharagpur and Roorkee and Guwahati and Hyderabad. So next, these days I heard that okay, IIT BHU is also having very good placements with respect to computer science, okay, in the M.TECH. And next you can take order is IIT Bhubaneswar, okay, Gandhinagar, Dhanbad, Ropar, okay, this is the order. And remember, we are having total about 23 IITs, okay, you can choose anything. And okay, and if you are having any specific questions with respect to okay any preference of order, you can ask me that also. Any specific question also I will take up. Right. Yes, sir.
There
Next
is
slide.
one question which one of the students has asked: will the score decrease this year for IITs? It is less likely to decrease, as you might have observed that the degree of difficulty of the paper this year was relatively less, and that is why the marks of the topper have gone up, they have jumped, and so has the cutoff score also jumped. So marks are likely to be higher, score may be marginally higher. Marks, clearly there is a difference of almost 25%, and but score will not be varying by 25%, but it may go up, it may vary by up to 5% plus minus. That is what is likely.
Yes. So next, coming to the NITs,
NITs, yes, sir.
NITs. So generally with respect to placements, okay, NIT Trichy will come on the top, NIT Trichy and NIT Warangal, Surathkal and Calicut. So these four are okay top, and next comes NIT Allahabad and Rourkela. And next, okay, we are having after that, after top NITs, you are also having next line, okay, NIT Jaipur, and next Bhopal, NIT Delhi, and okay, Surat, Nagpur, Durgapur, and Silchar, Goa. So okay, Jalandhar, okay, Hamirpur, Srinagar, Raipur, Agartala, Patna, Jamshedpur, and Kurukshetra. And okay, generally if you have a doubt like so which one to better to choose, remember, especially for computer science, I say okay, you need to decide, okay, especially among the lower NITs, based on the placements only, based on the placement criteria you can take the decision. And placement criteria will change, okay, some year, okay, some NIT is having better placement, all the details are available in their websites, okay, you can just go through that. So number of students placed, okay, what is average package, what is highest package, you can just go through that also. Yes,
I just want to add one more thing for the benefit of all of you. See, you are noticing that there are three separate columns we have made, like two columns which are visible to you on this particular sheet, and there was one column earlier. You can almost de facto take it to be the preferred sequence. The first column obviously is the list of the topmost top placed NITs, followed by the second column, which would be, let's say, at the second level, and then the third level, right? The final choice of NIT can be varied. Like for example, Jaipur and Bhopal could be interchanged depending on personal preferences of students, right?
Yes, yes.
Same way NIT Delhi, even though relatively it's a very new NIT, but somehow the placements in NIT Delhi for IT streams is pretty good, and that's why it is almost, it's straight away jumped into the second list of NITs, even though it's a relatively new NIT, right? So this is another aspect which you can keep in mind when you are finally deciding. All right. So
Okay. So next, we are also having next one important thing is triple ITs. Okay, triple ITs are having okay various categories. So Arora sir, I think you can differentiate about this.
right.
Yeah.
See, the triple ITs, they are grouped under two heads. One is the Indian Institute of Information Technology. That is the set of 6 institutes, that is Pune, Gwalior, Jabalpur, Kanchipuram and Andhra Pradesh. As a matter of fact, Jabalpur and Kanchipuram, they are also having additional D and M. That D and M stands for design and manufacturing, right? Indian Institute of Information Technology is a set of institutes which were established by MHRD in respective states, and the International Institute of Information Technology, which you are seeing in the lower half, that is Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi and Allahabad, And in fact, Bhopal also this year they are probably going to be opting for M.TECH, though not yet announced. Once the CCMT notification comes, then we will have a better idea about it. These are the ones which have been established by the respective state governments jointly in collaboration with the industry. For example, IIT Hyderabad had a lot of contribution coming in from Microsoft. IIT Bangalore, that was the one which was established by the state government, that is Karnataka government, and Infosys, Wipro, and various other IT industries which were there at the time of establishment of IIT Bangalore. There is something interesting which I would like to share about IIT Bangalore. In fact, the founder director of IIT Bangalore, Professor Sadagopan, he is the person who has really taken this institute to great heights. The placements in IIT Bangalore, I would say, almost rank at par with some of the best IITs also. And it is very, very sought after by the industry. Obviously, it has a distinct advantage of being in the Silicon Valley of India, and that's one more reason why placements are good. But the networking which Dr. Sadagopan had with industry really has made it possible. So,
okay. Sir, among these all the IITs,
yes, sir.
Okay, which one will have a separate form and which one will take up with respect to gate score?
All these institutes, except with the exception of IIT Hyderabad, they in fact IIT Hyderabad and IIT Bangalore both, they are going to be having their separate entrance process. The rest of them are coming as a participant of CCMT.
Okay.
So majority of these institutes, IIT Allahabad is there, then Pune, Gwalior, Jabalpur, Kanchipuram, Andhra Pradesh, all of them are part of IIT, part
CCMT.
of the CCMT.
CCMT.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So IIT Hyderabad is having separate form.
They have
so
a separate
you need to,
form.
Okay.
Yes.
Apply exclusively. Okay. Fine. And next, other reputed institutes and what I hear generally is DTU Delhi and Jadavpur University Kolkata and VIT Vellore and College of Engineering Pune and Indian Statistical Institute Kolkata and Jawaharlal Nehru University Delhi. So these are one of the
Yes.
reputed universities and they are also having very good placement. Okay, especially DTU Delhi, they are having very good placements. Sir, what
In
about
fact,
this?
ISI and JNU.
Yes, yes.
ISI and JNU, they are very highly placed for IT graduates.
IT graduates, sir.
Their courses are in great demand, and so is the placement scenario.
Yes, sir. So JNU Delhi is very, very good for computer science placements and ISI Kolkata also very, very good.
Yes.
Sir, what about this? They need to apply separate form for this or?
For ISI, there is a separate process. For JNU also, there is a separate process. For DTU, they are taking gate score, and Jadavpur University is obviously a part of CCMT itself. VIT Vellore, they will have a separate form, but they also take gate score.
Gate score.
COEP Pune, again separate form, but gate score.
Okay.
ISI and JNU, they are conducting their own exam for admission to M.TECH. They are not going through the CCMT.
So among all these, only two things are separate form.
Yes.
Okay, ISI Kolkata and JNU Delhi.
Yeah.
So remaining
separate
all
exam. The
separate
rest
exam.
of them separate. The rest of them, they require you to apply separately.
Oh, apply separately.
Apply separately.
Okay, not
Yes.
through
They are
CCMT.
no, they are not part of the CCMT
Okay.
process. Yes.
Remember, students, this is important thing. You need to apply separately for DTU Delhi, Jadavpur University, VIT, and College of Engineering Pune.
Yes.
Okay, and they will take admission based on the gate score.
Based on gate score.
Based on gate score. And coming to ISI Kolkata and JNU Delhi, they have separate exam. Separate exam.
In fact, at times what happens is that depending on the institute, they also decide to conduct their own exam. In case some students approach them and they find that the admissions are less, then they also conduct their own exam.
Yeah.
This is just to give an opportunity to students who could not do well in GATE.
GATE exam. Okay. So fine, sir. Okay. So next, other reputed institutes we are having. PEC. Okay, University of Chandigarh. And next, Netaji Subhash Institute of Delhi and University of Hyderabad, Thapar University, Usmania University and Jamia Millia Islamia University. This is also very good. Actually, University of Hyderabad is having a very good placement.
Yes.
Okay, and Usmania University Hyderabad also very good placements. Yes. Okay. Sir, what about this one? This all comes under CCMT form?
No. PEC comes under CCMT, University of Hyderabad comes under CCMT, but JMI, Osmania, NSIT, they have to be applied separately. Even Thapar has to be applied separately. Application is separate. But these people take the gate score. They consider valid gate score.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So remember, you need to take care of all these points. Okay, which one is having separate form and which one is going through CCMT counseling. Okay, right. And other reputed universities, sir, please continue.
Yeah. We have AMU, then Tejpur University, Assam, which is again a central university, VJTI Bangalore, VJTI Mumbai, then JNTU Hyderabad, then Dhirubhai Institute of Information and Communication Technology, again very good placements here. Then okay, the next one we'll come to, sir, the last dates, because this is something which is very important for the students to know. This is just a partial list of institutes who have already released their advertisement for admission, and the earliest closing date is for IISc. Earlier IISc had a closing date of 23rd of March, but subsequently they have extended it by 3 days, and now it is closing on 26th. So in case you are aspiring to be a student of IISc, you must apply in time to avoid the last minute rush. Then we have IIT Delhi, it's closing earliest after IISc, which is on the 30th of March. IIT Madras is 7th of April. IIT Bombay and IIT Bhubaneswar are closing on 17th of April. Jodhpur is closing on 20th. Kharagpur is 25th. Kanpur is on 11th. And then IIT BHU is also closing early enough, which is 6th of April. We will keep on updating this list as and when we keep getting the last dates of application in the various Made Easy Telegram channel groups also. But one thing which I would request all of you is that you must subscribe to the Made Easy official Telegram channel, because that is one place where all the information gets updated as soon as it is made available. So you can, it's like a one-stop shop for getting to know the notification related to any cutoffs with regard to admission, or for any PSU jobs and other related courses, right?
Okay. So all these IITs are having completely separate form. Okay, we need to apply separately.
For IITs, application has to be made separately, but
We have to do
they are taking the gate process. We'll take a look at now, after just now what we'll do is we'll take a look at the course specialization, where you can give them your input, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, some students are asking, like, we have not included BITS Pilani.
BITS Pilani, will come to that. BITS Pilani is an institute. BITS Pilani was probably missed out. I think it would be there in one of the lists. BITS Pilani is an institute which conducts its own exam. BITS Pilani also considers gate score, but they are conducting their own exam. And in fact, BITS Pilani is again one of the very highly placed institutes, and you should not miss in case you have relatively lower gate performance. Because BITS Pilani has very strong networking with US universities, and you can get very good placements from BITS Pilani as well, not to be missed.
Yeah. So please don't miss, in case if somebody has not had a good score in the GATE exam, good rank in the GATE exam, please apply BITS Pilani also, whichever the university which are having separate forms. So please apply all that and write the exam. And coming to the computer science and IT, so these are the course preferences we will suggest. Okay, we are having computer science and engineering, information systems and information technology, and data science and machine learning, and software technology, artificial intelligence, computer technology, computer security and algorithms, telecommunication technology and management, and VLSI design, and computer applications, and network and mobile communications. And remember, this is generally like based on some data we have given the preference, but it is also depends on individual choice. If somebody is interested in data science and machine learning, they can go for first preference. Okay, somebody is interested to study core computer science engineering subjects, then they can take that as a first preference. And somebody is specially interested in artificial intelligence, then you can take that as a specialization first.
In fact, IISc had started the program related to AI and ML just about 3 years back, and it has been very widely accepted. I mean, it's one of the highly sought after programs, that as well as the data science related courses which have been launched by IISc. So depending on personal preferences, yes, you can definitely opt for that.
Yeah. So it is again your personal preference. Okay, right. So some student is asking, sir, IIT Hyderabad and BITS Pilani, which is better?
IIT Hyderabad and BITS Pilani both are self-funding institutes. Of course, the GATE MHRD scholarship is applicable in both the cases. And in terms of placement, obviously all of you know that IIT is based in virtually the second IT city of the country, which is Hyderabad, and with very strong presence of IT industry, including Microsoft and Google also has set up a very big facility there. So obviously placements galore. That is the term which I can make use of for pass outs in computer science and IT related courses. And BITS Pilani, an institute of a very long standing with a strong networking with US universities, gives you an opportunity of going for further research work to US as well as get a good placement in industry. So both are very highly respected by the industry.
Okay. So coming to IIIT Hyderabad, one more thing is the placement is very good. Okay. So I suggest, like, in case just because of some reasons if you are not performed well in the GATE exam, you try to take IIIT Hyderabad as very serious. And as for the data we are having, so IIIT Hyderabad, Apple company is visiting for the placements.
Yes,
Apple
yes,
is visiting,
they are.
and I heard that in the throughout India, only IIT Bombay and IIIT Hyderabad, only two institutes where Apple is coming.
Yes.
Apple is coming for the placements.
Correct.
So you can better consider, like, this is far better than IITs also, other IITs.
For this particular aspect.
For this particular aspects.
Yes.
So Apple is coming for IIIT Hyderabad for placements, and in IIT Bombay, only two places in India. So you can
there is one more question which some of the students have asked. Why is there an asterisk marks against some of the courses?
Yeah.
See, this asterisk marks is there in some of the courses because it's an interdisciplinary course.
Yes.
VLSI design is a core course as far as electronics students are concerned, but students of CS, students of electrical engineering, students of instrumentation, as well as for obviously EC students are eligible. They are also eligible to apply for admission to the VLSI design courses.
Yes.
The core is EC, but other branches are also eligible to apply for it, and there is a possibility, in fact it will happen, that the cutoff is likely to be higher for the other branches in comparison with the EC branch for courses which are asterisk marked.
Okay. So it means VLSI is an interdisciplinary course. Even other branch students can also apply, and computer science students can also apply.
Yes. Right.
Okay. So coming to the IISc Bangalore, I think most of you know the selection procedure. So 70% gate score and 30% is a written test or interview.
Right.
And B.TECH percentage, minimum second class degree in engineering, and a valid GOAT score of 2021 or 22 or 23. So any score can be used.
One very important aspect, sir, about IISc. See, IISc and two IITs, that is Madras and Kanpur. These are the only three institutes where even if you have less than 60% in your B.TECH, you are eligible to apply for M.TECH, and they do give admissions also. It is not just that you are eligible to apply, but they have also been giving admission in case your gate score is exceptionally good and or you perform very well in the interview process. So this is one aspect which is unique to IISc, and as I said, two of the other IITs, which is Kanpur and Madras, who do not have the criteria of minimum 60%. Every other IIT has a minimum B.TECH percentage criteria of 60% for general category and 55 for other categories.
Okay. So that is nice, sir. That is nice. Because many students will ask this, I am having less percentage in B.TECH.
I have come across a number of students for whom this is clearly the opportunity.
So what about NITs, sir? NITs, they definitely require 60%.
NITs require higher.
NITs
require higher. Yes.
Okay. So next, coming to the IISc Bangalore, okay, we are having so two different varieties of M.TECH seats. Okay, one is a CSA and next is a CDS. Okay, and M.TECH by course, like you are having a 2 years course, and where 70% is a gate score and 30% is a written test.
Right.
And M.TECH by research, that will be like 1 to 2.5 years, and okay, online interview.
It's 2 to 2.5. It's
2 to 2.5 years. Okay,
2 to
so
2.5 years with an online interview. That is what had been followed in the earlier years. This year we'll just have to see.
Okay.
Yes.
So next, coming to the M.TECH in AI, that is especially 2 years course and 70% gate score and 30% written test. Sir, what is this M.TECH by research?
M.TECH by research means that the emphasis on the theoretical learning is more and practical learning is less. It's a 60-40 or a 40-60. That is the basic difference. Those of you who are keen to make a career in research or in academics, they can opt for M.TECH in research. That is what is the suitability, and normal M.TECH course is the routine which we have in almost every other institute.
Okay. So next one is a CDS type, that is a M.TECH by course, again 2 years, and you have a written test and interview.
Correct.
And the next M.TECH by research, again 2 years, and a written test and interview.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, when you are applying for the form, we need to select all these columns for this, or separate form is there?
No, you can apply for a maximum number of courses based on one application form. I think that limit for IISc is 4. But if you are applying for a course of a different department, then it's a separate form altogether.
Okay.
For the same department, you can opt for a maximum of 3 or 4 courses, and if it is a course which is conducted by any other department, like for example the Department of Electrical Engineering which is conducting the VLSI course, then it's a separate application form.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes.
And next, ISC Bangalore, okay, you are having courses through 70% of the gate score and 30% is written. So we already discussed, and these are the courses you are having: computer science, automation. Okay, generally every student will prefer this. And next, artificial intelligence and computational and data science, robotics and autonomous systems, and product design and manufacturing. So you are all eligible, okay, for applying all this.
So this is the relative sequence of preference.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
See, here we have included smart manufacturing, even though it's a core mechanical engineering course, but CS graduates are also eligible to apply.
Okay.
This is an interdisciplinary course where the CS graduates are also eligible to apply for this.
Okay.
That's why it's included.
So what about this, sir? Electronic system engineering? Same. That is also interdisciplinary.
They are all interdisciplinary courses. They are not conducted by the Department of Computer Science, but they are conducted by either Department of Electrical Engineering or Department of Mechanical Engineering, and so on.
Okay.
That is why it's
CS students also eligible.
But CS students are eligible to apply for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Very good. And what about the placements, sir? Any idea? Because ultimately students will ask, what is the placements in smart
placements, as far as placements are concerned, when we talk about IISc, first and foremost that you must remember is IISc is a place where you should prefer to go if you are having a research bent of mind, because it is a very highly placed institute as far as research is concerned. Maybe you are having a thought of pursuing your M.TECH PhD after completing your masters, or maybe you want to go to, let's say, a top-notch university in USA after completing your masters. Then IISc obviously is the place to go for your M.TECH, because you can get very strong recommendation letters from your professors at IISc, right? When it comes to industry placements, IISc is preferred by the industry primarily for recruitment for their research and development positions. They may not prefer IISc for their marketing or for their other related positions, but as far as research activity is concerned, they will first make a preference for IISc pass outs and then only probably go to any other place. Okay. That is what is something which can be kept in mind here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So some student is asking, Pradeep Sahu, okay, IIT Kanpur computer science and data processing, how much is different from M.TECH CSE? I would like to answer this, sir. So in the Kanpur, when you talk about computer science and data processing, some extra subjects will be there other than the core computer science.
Yes.
Okay. So there is no much difference compared to computer science engineering. Okay, you study all core computer science subjects. In the data processing, okay, you have some additional subjects. Okay.
Yes. The optionals can be picked up from the data science part.
Data science part.
Yes.
Optionals will be.
That is what is the basic difference, and that is what makes you eligible for recruitment even by non-IT companies, because they are the people who are looking for specialists in data science, and that is why they can be preferred for placements.
Yes, yes, okay, okay. So fine. Next, coming to the ISC cutoff.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is something which you have been keenly looking forward to.
Yeah. So this is what I think you will be looking for. So this is what is the data we are having coming to the M.TECH 2022. Okay, cutoffs of the 2022 last year cutoffs. So computer science, okay, computational and data science, that was the general category. 700 is the gate score cutoff. And computer science engineering, okay, it is the 750 for general, and brain and artificial intelligence, that is a 790.
This is the cutoff information applicable for your eligibility for a test and interview or interview. It's to be read as test and or interview. You know, if the number of applicants is very large, then maybe they're doing first round of elimination by way of a test and then followed by interview process. So these are, I mean, the first list that we saw was primarily invitation for participating in the test and interview process. It is not the final cutoff. That is something which you must bear in mind. 700 means you are eligible to be shortlisted for the subsequent process, which would be written test and or interview.
Okay.
That is it.
So I mean this year cutoff may go higher because
Cutoff
the
may be marginally higher. It
marginally
may
higher.
go up by about 5% as far as the score is concerned.
Score is concerned.
Marks can be significantly higher, but marks are normally considered by placement in PSUs, not for M.TECH.
M.TECH.
With only one exception, that is IIT Roorkee.
IIT.
IIT Roorkee always is making their cutoff list based on the gate marks and not gate score. That's how it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So fine. So this is again the cutoff for M.TECH. Okay, and this is again computer science engineering 675, artificial intelligence 815, and CP computational data science 810.
This is very high.
Very high. Very high. Robotics and autonomous, and okay, that is 635. Okay, this is less, sir.
Yes, sir.
So smart manufacturing again 650. So that is less, sir. Okay.
There is one more thing which I want to mention here. You people need not worry about taking screenshots or making a note of all these numbers, because it's going to be huge. We'll be uploading the PDF of this entire discussion on the respective Telegram channels. The MedEasy official Telegram group, we are going to be putting this cutoff data in the form of a PDF. You can take it, you can download it from there. Either we'll be putting up today evening itself or latest by tomorrow. So this data will be made available to all the people, and in case you are having some very specific queries, we'll also plan to conduct Zoom based sessions where we can address your individual queries. In fact, I'll be personally discussing these aspects, and we'll invite you in small groups so that individual doubts can be addressed with regard to these admission processes. As we move along, we'll keep on making these announcements in the respective Telegram groups so that you keep getting informed about these. So
yes. So all these PDFs will be uploaded and shared with you. So you don't need to make a note of it. Sir, one student is asking like I think it's a phonics. Sir, main difference is that we have to register for CCMT and also apply separately for these institutes as well. Remember, some institutes are coming under CCMT. Okay, further you don't need to apply separately.
CCMT is for the 31 NITs, 16 centrally funded institutes, and a whole lot of other institutes where you just have to do the registration for CCMT and follow that process. Don't mix up CCMT with admission to IITs. They are
IIT
two
is
separate things altogether. For every IIT, you have to put in a separate application. COAP is the common online portal for admissions, where you will keep getting updated about whether you have got an offer from a particular IIT for a particular course, whether you are wanting to retain or you want to go forward. All those things will be mentioned in the COAP. So registering for COAP before the closure of the registration date is necessary. Don't miss it out, please.
Okay, okay. Sir, one student is asking like, sir, till which round of COAP seats of top IITs will be filled? Remember, that is a wrong question.
I doubt if it is going to cross the third round.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Very doubtful whether it is going to cross the third round. The lower place courses might be available after third round, but the top courses are likely to get filled up, particularly for the IT stream, particularly for the CS pass out. The top courses will get lapped up within the first two rounds. Yeah. Third round also will be marginally less.
Okay, okay, yes. Okay. So nice. Next, MHRD scholarship, I think everybody will be knowing this, and this is also required for everyone. So 12,400 rupees per month. Okay, the scholarship that is provided by MHRD, right?
So one more thing here, you are noticing two acronyms being used, HTTA and HTRA. See, for the MHRD scholarship that is being provided to you, you are expected to put in some work for your project guides, for your professors. It can be either by way of a teaching assistantship or by way of a research assistantship. When we talk about teaching assistantship, there you might be assisting your project guides or professors in terms of maybe taking some classes for the B.TECH courses or helping them with the lab work. And when it comes to HTRA, the research associateship, a lot of professors in IITs are doing research for industry. They are having research projects for industry, and they may seek your association in helping them out with these assignments that they are having. Majority of the students prefer the HTTA, relatively less demanding, but those of you who want to make a career in research, definitely HTRA can be preferred by you.
Okay. Okay. So coming to the IITs, we are having these are the different courses available: M.TECH 2 years and MS 2 to 3 years, and a dual degree course that is 5 years, and that is for M.TECH and
M.TECH and
PhD.
yes.
And this Masters in Designing.
MDes is
MDes is
not
what?
based on GATE. There is a separate exam conducted, which is CEED, not a part of this discussion here. But for completion, we had included CEED also here, the MDes also here.
Okay, okay. So that is not for us. Okay, fine. So coming to the IIT Mumbai, I think this is what you are looking for. And the last year, coming to the last year cutoff. So computer science and engineering, it's a 750 cutoff for general, and MS by research, research के लिए, okay, that will be 700, okay, for the general cutoff. And next IIT Delhi, okay, just make a note in case, okay. Computer science and engineering CSE general cutoff will be 800. Computer science technology, computer technology, that will be 620. Cyber security 690, and interdisciplinary specialization, okay, that is 748. And VLSI.
One important thing, you might be wondering why there is so much of difference, 600 versus 900.
Yes.
That 900 is primarily for candidates who do not have a CS GATE score.
Okay.
That is the distinction that you have to be bearing in mind. For CS GATE score, it is 600 for making you eligible for admission, whereas for the other courses, for the other disciplines, it is going to be a cutoff of 900.
Okay, okay. So this computer technology, sir, you have written the specialization IT, CS, EC, and EEE also.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
So it means
they are eligible.
They are eligible.
Yes.
Okay.
The other GATE codes are also eligible for admission to computer technology course. Whereas computer science course, M.TECH in computer science, it is specialization for CS only.
CS only.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And this computer technology, like score is very less. General is 620.
Right. Right.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. So IIT Kanpur computer science, that is a
it's a general course.
General course.
IIT Kanpur, it's a general course
general
in
course only,
in computer science.
Okay, so cutoff is be 7, okay, 27. And coming to the Kharagpur, again this same thing, computer science engineering, okay, cutoff will be 749 for general. And IIT Madras, okay, it will be 820. See this, okay, you can understand IIT Madras is in the top, 820 cutoff.
One word about IIT Madras. Okay, it has been updated to 2022. Earlier we didn't have the data for 2022, but subsequently they have uploaded it on their website. So we have also accordingly made a correction and updated it to in sync with 2022 cutoffs.
Okay.
Right.
Sir, one student is asking, cyber security is under computer science department of IIT Delhi?
Yes.
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 Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So
in fact, in case of any doubt, my suggestion always will be refer to the information brochure of the respective institutes. If you want more details about a particular course, I would even suggest you to go to the website of that particular department of the respective IIT, so that you are clear about what is going to be the coverage during the 2 years that you are going to be spending there.
Okay, okay. So Pratik Bairosa, it is under computer science department only, right? So in case if you want more details, you can just go to their website and you can see what is the curriculum, what they are going to teach in the 2 years. Okay, course details, everything is available, right? Okay, fine. Next, coming to the IIT Roorkee, computer science only, right? Department.
We didn't have the data.
So we don't.
So
have
I think we'll straight away go to CCMT, because the important part related to CCMT that you have to keep in mind is the specific procedure that they are going to be following.
Okay.
Right? CCMT registrations are going to be starting from the 4th Monday of May. Last year they had started the registrations from the 23rd of May. This year they are likely to start maybe one day earlier, which is the 4th Monday of May. That is, they may start off from 22nd of May onwards. And then, you know, there are various rounds you are expected to fill in. There is no limit to the number of institutes and courses that you can fill up, but you have to make a judicious choice of what institute and what course to be preferred, because the first 3 rounds you cannot make any changes. It's only after the first 3 rounds that you can make a change in their preference list. But before I go into more details related to CCMT, I just quickly want to mention about NITI.
Yes.
NITI offers postgraduate diploma in industrial engineering and sustainability management. There are 2 separate courses, and admission is open to a graduate in any discipline of engineering. Computer science graduates are also eligible to join these courses, and the procedure here is They are going to do the shortlisting based on gate score, and the gate cutoff for this was 750 for general category last year, and relatively, I mean, going slightly lesser for other categories. 750 is for general EWS, OBC it's 675, for SC it is 475, and for ST it is 300. For PWD the cutoff was 400. Okay. It is making you eligible to apply for NITI courses. You can possibly get shortlisted, and then the admission is based on various criteria. There is a group discussion, there is going to be a interview. The weightage of academics in NITI Mumbai, this is the only institute for postgraduate admissions based on GATE which has a weightage for B.TECH percentage, also 5% for 10th class, 5% for 12th class, 10% weightage for B.TECH, then 35% weightage is for GATE score, and then 15% for group discussion, followed by 30% for interview. Sum total of all this will enable you to figure in the final list. The placements are fabulous. The placements are fabulous. That is why this institute needed a specific mention. And if you are interested in a fully non-IT job, then definitely this is the institute where you can make an attempt.
Yes. Right. So this is one of the very good opportunity. NITI Mumbai is having very good placement.
And multiple placements. Most of the students are ending up getting.
Yeah, but it will be non-IT placements.
Non-IT, even IT related.
In IT related, like IT management related. Also.
Yes, yes.
In
product
the
design,
IT
product owner, that
product,
kind of
project management.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
that related
yes.
jobs. But the placements are very good.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it's about
cutoff. We have already talked. We will just.
So yes. This is important.
CCMT is a centralized counseling for NITs and other institutes. You know, there are a number of institutes which are participating in this process. The 31 NITs which I had already mentioned, and then there are centrally funded government engineering colleges, then the IITM Gwalior, then IITDM Jabalpur, Kurnool, and Kanchipuram, then IIT Allahabad, Vadodara, Lucknow, Bhubaneswar, and Pune. When the notification comes, possibly we may have some more IITs getting added to this list.
Okay.
Because IIT Bhopal, they have already come for the B.TECH placements. I was talking to one of the students who is a pass out of IIT Bhopal. Excellent placement. So most probably they will start offering PG courses also.
IIT Bhopal?
IIT Bhopal, yes
okay.
Sir. IIEST Shibpur Howrah again is a very good institute for pursuing your courses. Peck University Chandigarh is participating through CCMT, Sleet Longowal Punjab, then NIFT Ranchi, and other such institutes are participating. Eligibility criteria: B.TECH percentage 60 or a CGPA of 6.5 for general, OBC as well as EWS. For SC, ST, the B.TECH percentage requirement is 55. Now, this is something which can be a deterrent for some of the students.
Yes.
Right? So this is needed to be kept in mind, and there is no relaxation given. There is no relaxation given.
This is an important point.
Yes.
And you need to apply among all these 31 NITs and all the colleges.
One single composite application.
One application.
There is no separate application required to be made for counseling in CCMT. As I said, multiple rounds, round 1, round 2, round 3. After round 3, the special rounds, you are allowed to make changes in your list of choices. But first 3 rounds, you cannot make a change.
Okay.
I would make a suggestion to the candidates who are looking more at NITs for their place of postgraduate studies. Go through the brochure of CCMT of 2022, because you need to know the procedure of locking, horizontal locking, vertical locking, and things of that kind. You know, at particular round, you may decide to not move out of an institute. Like, for example, you have got, you have given a preference for Surathkal first, Trichy second, and Warangal third. But you finally decide, no, I want to stay in Warangal only, even though I have got a course which is not of my choice. I'll opt only for upgradation within NIT Warangal. This is an option which is possible to be given after one of the rounds, right? Special round 1 and special round 2 are open even to candidates who did not register for the CCMT registration in the first round. They can register afresh before the special round, and then this is followed by a national spot round. Obviously, the availability in the various rounds will keep diminishing as more and more students lock their choices, right?
Okay. So please go through the complete CCMT brochure, okay, before applying in the CCMT, applying in the CCMT.
Yes, this is a tentative, this is the schedule which was followed last year.
Last
And
year.
this year is likely to be very similar.
Very
The
similar.
announcement for CCMT will be, the advertisement for CCMT is likely to be released by middle of April. So be on the lookout. We'll obviously put an update in the Telegram group. So definitely subscribe to the Made Easy official Telegram channel so that you don't miss out any of these notifications, right? CCMT cutoff data that is going to be shared with you. We will probably not be able to devote much time here because there's so much of data, we get lost in numbers. But one thing that you need to look at in this particular sheet which is in front of you, the maximum score which is given here is the opening of first round. And the minimum score given in each of the columns is the closing of the third round. So maximum of first round and minimum of third round closing. This is how this data has to be interpreted, right? We have consolidated for various NITs and for various streams offered under the CSIT head for all the NITs and for most of the other institutes who are participating in the CCMT processing, right? So obviously the preference, as we discussed earlier, in the first list we have Trichy, Surathkal, Warangal, Calicut, Allahabad. They are the ones, and Rourkela, they are probably figuring in the first list of NITs. Depending on your personal preference for a location or maybe some specific specialization of a NIT, you can make a choice up or down.
Yeah. So one
Before,
student is asking,
yes,
among the top 3 NITs, which one is better? So it is your choice.
All
okay,
three are equally placed.
good.
All three are equally
Equally
placed,
good.
right?
Yeah.
And once the CCMT registration starts, we will also hold specific discussion sessions for CCMT seat filling. And that is something which I will conduct branch specific. I will not do it common for all branches in one go, but there will be separate sessions for each of the branches wherein you can have the opportunity of discussing at length about preferred orders and sequences, right? As I said, we keep updating these schedules in the Telegram group as well as in the respective groups of Telegram for CS group also.
Sir, one important question, sir.
Yes, sir.
One student is asking, he is from ECE background and he can apply computer engineering for in IIT Delhi, computer technology.
Yes, he can.
Computer technology you can apply.
You can apply.
You can apply.
You can apply.
And same thing is asking, is it possible in NIT also?
NIT, you will have to take a look. You know, you will notice that in NIT cutoffs, if you go to the CCMT website, CCMT 22 website, you will notice that there are various entries given under G1, G2, G3, G4, G5. Now, these G1, G2, G3, G4, they basically refer to the number of seats and the respective cutoff for other branches. G1 refers to for the core branch, CS for CS, EC for EC. But if you are a graduate of non-CS branch, then possibly the number of seats as well as the cutoff you will have to look at from G2, G3 and G4 category. You must go through this finer details in the CCMT brochure.
Okay.
Eligibility is there.
Eligibility is there.
Yes, but
so
it is institute specific. It is institute specific, so you must also refer to the information brochure of that specific NIT where you are wanting to settle for. Like for example, information security is there in NIT Surathkal only, not in some of the other NITs. So you must look at the eligibility criteria for applying for M.TECH in information security.
Okay.
CS graduates are eligible to apply for all these four courses, but not from other branches.
Yes, yes. Computer science students are okay, obviously eligible for applying all these courses.
Yes, sir.
For non-computer science students, in case you are willing to apply, you need to go through the brochure carefully. So some institutes are offering, some institutes are not offering. You have to go through thoroughly about that. Okay, nice.
See here, based on the relatively easier paper this year, the cutoff scores may be marginally higher. Marginally higher this year.
Yes.
Okay. This data is going to be made available to you either by today night itself on the Made Easy official Telegram channel or latest by tomorrow. So you can get, you can download this and you can have a careful analysis based on your specific requirement.
Yes. So we will share this PDF and you just go through about all this, and you can.
I just wanted to jump to the PSUs, sir, because that is something which may be of interest for the.
You can clearly check what is your gate score and okay, in which NIT it is likely you may get a chance. So you can just go through all that.
Some of the leading PSUs, for example, who are recruiting based on gate score, the topmost in that list are IOCL and ONGC. Every year they are recruiting IT and CS graduates. It's almost 50 slides which are covering the data related to NITs.
Yes,
There are
yes.
31 NITs and followed by some of the other leading
Yes,
institutes
so
like
much
IIT
data is
Gwalior,
available.
Allahabad, Hyderabad, etc. Hyderabad, of course, is a separate process altogether. You have to apply separately.
Yeah, IIT
I think,
Hyderabad. Yes,
yes,
sir.
IIT Hyderabad.
Yes.
Okay, we are almost reaching the PSU part.
So in every university, how many seats are available? Some students are asking approximately.
Ranging from 30 to 60.
Ranging from 30 to 60.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
Some of
number
the
of
institutes,
seats.
some of the relatively new institutes may start up with just about 20 seats.
Okay.
But then the older ones, they would have from 30 to 60.
Okay. Okay. So it will again vary. Number of seats will vary. So from 30 to
Right.
60. So older IITs and older NITs definitely will have 30 to 60, and the new IITs and new NITs may have 20
Yes.
seats also. Right.
See, some of the PSUs who are recruiting based on gate score.
This is important. So please go through this.
ONGC, IOCL, UPPCL, NRL, that is Numaligarh Refinery, Bharat Electronics, Airport Authority of India, they are recruiting very less for IT. DMRC conducts its own exam, not through gate score. CRIS does the shortlist based on gate score, and then they are moving forward. POSOCO is there, then CSI is there, then NFL, National Fertilizers is there, Navali Lignite Corporation, NLC is there, ECIL is there. ISRO conducts its own exam. ISRO conducts its own exam. There is one more PSU which is not in this list, that is SAIL. SAIL alternates between their own exam and gate score. CIL also is another PSU which is conducting either their own exam or gate score. Like for example, 2023 CIL is going to be recruiting based on the gate score only. GAIL is another PSU where they are doing selective recruitments, but again it is the gate score route only. PGCIL again they are doing through gate score only. CPCIL is another group company of IOCL only, Chennai Petrochemicals.
Sir, for this PSUs separately we need to apply.
Yes, PSUs are to be applied separately.
Separately
yes,
we need to
yes.
apply.
NPCIL is another institute where gate score is necessary, and NPCIL also participates in the COAP. So this is something which you must know clearly. So registration for COAP is a must in case you are an applicant for NPCIL. The upgradation of the candidate status is done on COAP itself.
Right, sir. Sir, one small information, sir.
Yes, sir.
So NISC has released the form, NIC. Okay,
Yes,
NIC.
yes.
So they are having almost close to 600 posts.
You must apply.
You must apply.
You must
okay?
apply.
So there is separate form released, and actually today only like I received that information.
And it's based on gate only.
No, sir,
No,
separate
they are
exam.
going to be conducting
yeah,
separate
they are
exam.
separate
NIC
exam.
is a good place to work.
Yeah,
For IT
NIC
graduates,
is a very
it's a
good place to work,
Yes.
and
yes.
600 government jobs for computer science engineering students.
This is a big number this year.
This is a very big number and remarkable. And in case if you feel like you are not interested in the software jobs and other things, you can seriously try for this exam.
Yes,
Because
yes.
this is a government job. Right.
BARC is doing the shortlist based on their own exam as well as for GATE. As a matter of fact, they offered the own exam opportunity for those people who could not do well in GATE. I'm sure you would have received the date of the exam also now because the application date has already closed for the BARC. There are two varieties. One is the OCES, that is a 1 year course, and second is a 2 year program where they are also including masters, right? And some of you might have taken admission in the IITs. They are eligible for this 2 year fellowship. Your M.TECH in the IIT gets fully funded by Department of Atomic Energy. But you'll have to see which are the IITs whose M.TECH are covered under this list. Okay.
Okay. So some student is asking IIT Bangalore or top NIT? Top NITs.
I would go for IIT Bangalore if fee is not a consideration, because IIT Bangalore is on the higher side.
Yes.
Much higher side. Okay. But otherwise, Trichy, Surathkal, Warangal, Trichy, Surathkal particularly, they have excellent placements for IT graduates.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it is again your choice. Sir is saying, advising that IIT Bangalore is having very good placement. There is no doubt. Okay. In case if you don't have any constraint with respect to fees, better choose IIT Bangalore. Otherwise,
very high cutoff for BARC, 823 in 2022 and 861 in 2020. They are recruiting 5 to 6 IT graduates every year. Okay, and obviously there is a grilling interview process which BARC follows, but that interview is really worth going in for.
Okay. So especially those who are toppers, definitely try for BARC also.
ECIL had a cutoff of 54.67, which is likely to go up this year, because of the relatively degree of ease which was offered in this year's GATE exam.
So this is the marks, sir?
This is the marks.
Okay.
ECIL declares marks.
Okay.
Right? MRPL again declares marks, 60 marks, 58, 60 for general, 58 for OBC, 54.67 for SC. There are very few vacancies, but yes, they are doing based on GATE only.
Okay. Okay.
IOCL's cutoff was 51.33, and this year it is likely to cross 60. This year it is likely to cross 60 because of easier paper.
Okay. Sir, one student is asking like Surathkal or Warangal. I say Warangal is better.
Yes.
Warangal is better.
Yes.
Abhishek, Warangal is preferable compared to Surathkal.
And finally, once again, look at the toppers. The redeeming part of the toppers list is, the distinctive part is, most of them are classroom students. In fact, some of them you will notice they have done an online course and followed with the classroom course, or classroom course followed by online course, depending on the accessibility and depending on the availability, right? Computer science graduate, obviously computer science topper Jaideep was an outstation candidate. He did not join any of our classroom courses, but he was a regular participant in the test series, and that is where he really took advantage of. We have 13 in the list of top 10 rankers from CE and ES groups, 8 in the top 10 in ME, 9 in the top 10 for electrical engineering, EC and IN again 13 in top 10 of these two disciplines put together. CS and PI we have 12 in the list of top 10. In fact, I was talking to Mehak, who's probably having slightly different plans. Maybe he might join M.TECH later, may not join M.TECH this year. Okay. XC and CH again we have 6 in the top 10. Chemical, as you all know, is a relatively new course which was started by Made Easy, but despite being a relatively new course, we still had a good performance from our students. I think that is where we'll put an end. And
sir,
before we close,
one small question, sir.
Yes,
coming
sir.
to the PSUs, they are already released the application.
More than 20 PSUs have already released the application. In one of the slides, we had shown that they have already released their intent to recruit through GATE. The final application, let's say for some of the PSUs, is still to be, the detailed application is still to be announced. So
Okay.
that is something which you can wait for. Like
And,
for example, ONGC always is a laggard. They always come out late in terms of opening the applications and processing also.
Okay.
That's it.
So these PSUs and how many computer science vacancies are there, sir? They will
Very
release.
few. They will release.
They will release.
During the advertisement, they will release. Like ONGC, I think this year had 8 vacancies for IT graduates. IOCL does not release the number of vacancies. They always keep it closed.
Keep it closed.
They always keep it closed.
Okay.
Yes.
So they have a separate form. Okay.
Yes.
You need to apply that. Okay.
Yes.
So go through all the procedure. Okay. Fine.
I think with this, we'll come to the end of session.
Yes.
Remember, we'll be continuously conducting Zoom interactive sessions branch wise, so that you have the opportunity of discussing in detail about your specific doubts.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Best wishes to all of you. Jai Hind.
All the best. Take care.